Hey everyone, it's Nina. Today's class is a power yoga flow class. It is not for the faint of heart, and I tell you that because I had actually planned on filming this class last week, and I ended up going through as like a trial run, and I was so sweaty and so tired after. I was like, there's no way that I'm going to be able to film this class. So here I am a week later, sitting down to film this class with you guys. My air conditioner's turned off so you guys don't hear that sound, so it is going to get hot up in here. So I hope that you guys are ready to follow along with this class, and that you are ready to work the upper body and the core and the legs. I mean, you're just gonna work the entire body. So I hope you guys are ready. I created a playlist especially for this class. So I placed a link to the Spotify playlist in the description. So if you need some pump up music, feel free to go there and grab that for this class. All right, so to begin, you're just gonna come into a seated position, placing your hands on your knees. We're gonna start off with some breath work. So this is going to just start to move the energy, warm up the body a little bit before we actually start moving. So on the inhale, we're gonna breathe through the nose, and as we inhale through the nose, you're gonna push the belly out. And on an exhale, we're going to push out through the mouth and bring the belly in. So it's gonna look like this. So we're just gonna do this 20 times, like I said, just to get the body a little bit warm. So if you're in a little bit of a colder climate, this will help to warm up the body a little bit. So let's begin. There was a little extra one in there just for an added bonus. All right, so we're gonna start off by coming into onto our hands and knees into tabletop with a few cat-cows. So inhale, lift the chin and the chest up, and exhale, round through the upper and the lower back. Inhale, lift up, and exhale, round. One more time, inhale, lift up, and exhale, round. Going straight into dancing lion. This is a free-for-all movement here. So you're just going to start to move the body. You can close your eyes here. You're gonna push the hips around. You can come into child's pose, into upward facing dog. You can stretch the wrists, just anything that feels good for you to start to open up different aspects of the body. So take a moment here just to explore and bring movement. Start to wake up the wrists and the shoulders. Maybe you just woke up and you're feeling super stiff and you're just like, holy crap, like what is going on with my body? That is kind of how I feel right now. So just give yourself a little bit of grace here in this moment as you move your body. All right, come back to center into tabletop. Tuck your toes under. You're gonna hover your knees about an inch or so off the mat and just hold it here. Just say hello and good morning to our core. Remembering to breathe here. And then we're just gonna take that right knee to tap the right elbow and bring it back, keeping the hips level. Bring it back for 2, 3, 4, and 5. Onto the other side, keeping those hips nice and level. Left knee to left elbow for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Still hovering here. Start to walk your feet back into plank. Holding it here, you got this. Your shoulders and your core might be burning a little bit more. Continue to breathe. We're almost there for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower all the way down to the ground. Untuck your toes. Inhale to upward facing dog. And exhale to downward facing dog. Take a few moments here. Walk your feet out a little bit. Push your hips from side to side. Good, and just spine roll all the way forward from down dog into your plank. So just vertebrae by vertebrae, bring the spine, roll it forward, and then exhale. You can bend the knees, bring the hips up and back. Just do a few rounds of these on your own to open up the spine. And on your next roll forward, you're just gonna stay there in plank. You're gonna lift the right leg up, bring the right knee to the right elbow, and back 5 times. 2, 3, 4, 5. Bring it back. Lift the left leg up, forward for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Lower all the way down to the ground. Untuck your toes. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Take a few moments to catch your breath here. We're gonna get off of our hands here in a second. If at any time you need to take a break, don't feel bad. It's okay, this is how we build muscle, so do the best that you can. Walk your feet all the way up to the top of your mat. And inhale, lift your arms up to the sky. Take a little back bend here. And exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, lift your arms up to the sky. Take your feet a little bit farther than hip distance apart with your toes slightly turned out. On an exhale, push your hips back, extend your arms forward, coming into a low squat, kind of just taking some pulses here. And bring your hands to heart center as you slowly lower all the way down into Malasana Squat. Close your eyes, take a big inhale in. And exhale out, place your hands down on the ground, lift your hips up. Step your feet back into plank. We're gonna lower down for 2 Chaturangas. If you wanna stay with 1, that's fine. You can do 2 if you want a little bit of extra work. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. From down dog, lower down onto your forearms. Coming into Dolphin Pose. Can hang out here. Try not to shrug in the shoulders, really push up and back, almost like you're in downward facing dog. So keeping your shoulders and your forearms exactly where they're at, all you're gonna do is start to walk your feet forward, bringing them as close as you can to your elbows, really pushing up and back in the shoulders. And walk the feet back, come into a forearm plank. You guys are loving this right now. I know you are. I'm sweating so much, but this is awesome. Really working the core, working the shoulders. Continue to breathe here. And then lower all the way down. Coming into Sphinx Pose, untuck the toes. Give yourself a moment here. And then lower the chest down, bring the hands by the side of your chest. Inhale to upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Look to the top of your mat. Walk your feet all the way up to the top. Inhale, lift the arms up to the sky. And exhale, hands to heart center. Bring the feet apart, coming back into this squat. So lift the arms up to the sky. And exhale, extend the arms forward, drop the hips down and back. Pulsing here, we're just really starting to open up the hip joint. And then slowly lower all the way down into Malasana. Bring your hands to your heart. Hang out here, maybe rock from side to side. Just really waking up the hips. Bring the hands down to the ground. Lift the hips up to the sky. And inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, jump or step back into your Chaturanga. Add an extra Chaturanga if you want it. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Just take a moment here. Take some long, slow, deep breaths. Just one more little bit of core work before we get into our main sequence. So from downward facing dog, you're gonna roll the spine forward into plank, coming into a little bit of more core work. Lift the right leg up, bring that right knee to the right elbow, and back. 2, 3, 4, 5, bring it back, lift the left leg up, in for 1, 2, knee to elbow, 3, 4, 5, lower down, 2 chaturangas, or just 1. Inhale, upward facing dog, exhale, downward facing dog. Big inhale in, exhale out. Walk your feet all the way up to the top of your mat, and inhale, lift your arms up to the sky. A little bit of a back bend here, and exhale, hands to heart center. Release your hands by your sides, palms facing forward, just coming into Skandasana. Take a moment here, catch your breath. And then just kind of shake the arms and the legs out a little bit. All right, we're gonna get started into our sequence. So flowing through back into downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your arms up to the sky. And exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, jump step all the way back down to your chaturanga. Do an extra one if you would like. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take your right leg up to the sky, open up the hip. You're gonna start to lean over to the left until you flip your dog, lifting that right arm up to the sky. On an exhale, you're gonna drop the hip down, bring that right elbow to your right knee, and then inhale, lift back up, and exhale down. Inhale, back up. Staying here, keep that right arm up towards the sky. You're gonna slowly lift that right leg up and bring it to stack on top of the left, and then lift the right leg up and down, up and down. Just one more, up and down. You're gonna bring that right knee into the chest, place that right foot on the inside of that left hand, and open up into warrior 2. I know that was a lot, so just do the best that you can. It's okay if your foot drops or you need to come down. We're doing a lot of core work today. All right, from warrior 2, we're gonna go straight into balancing. So shift the weight into your right foot. Bring that left arm underneath the right. Cross the left leg over the right into eagle pose. Lift those elbows up, find your balance. Maybe you fill out, that's okay. I know I probably will at some point in this class. We're going straight into a lot of this balancing in this sequence. So stick with me here. Start to unwind the legs. Keep the arms in eagle position. All you're gonna do is extend that left leg back, coming into warrior 3, flexing those toes towards the mat. And then release the right hand down to the ground. Open up the left hip towards the sky. Open your left arm up to the sky into half moon. We're going a little bit slower the first time around in the sequence, just so you get familiar with these postures in your body, and then we'll speed it up. Start to take your hands to your heart. And we're gonna go into these knee taps. So start to bring that left hip back down. Bend your left knee. You're gonna bring that left knee down to the right ankle and extend back to the ankle and back. If you fall out like me, come back into it, just one more. Lower that left knee down and extend back, and then open back up into half moon. Doing your best here. You're gonna slowly drop that left foot down, bring your hands to heart center, shift the weight into the left leg, coming into Skandasana to the back of your mat, lifting those right toes up towards the sky. We're gonna get a nice deep stretch in that inner thigh, keeping the chest nice and lifted. And then staying really low, try not to place your hands on the ground. You're gonna come into crescent lunge. And then exhale, place your hands down on the ground, kick your right leg up to the sky, take your variation into back to down dog in your flow. So you can keep your right leg up, flow down, add an extra chaturanga if you would like. Meet me in down dog. Catch your breath. Kick your left leg up towards the sky, bend your knee, open up the hip, and then flip your dog, keeping that right leg straight, left knee bent, lift the hip up towards the sky, exhale, lower down, bring your left elbow to your left knee, inhale, lift up, exhale, down, inhale, lift up, this time, slowly and with control, place that left foot on top of the right, and then going for leg lifts, 3, 2, 1, bring the left knee into your chest. With control, place that left foot down on the inside of that right hand. And you're gonna open up into warrior 2. So lifting up, opening up into your warrior 2. Taking your time here. I know that's a tricky transition. The more that you do it, the stronger that you'll get and the more awareness you'll have of your body. All right, from here, start to shift the weight into that left foot. This time, bring the right arm underneath the left. Cross that right leg over the left, coming into eagle pose. Lift the elbows up. Sink the hips a little bit lower. Catch your breath. We're gonna go through this a little bit faster the next time. And then slowly start to unwind the legs. Extend that right leg back, coming into your warrior 3. I'd bring that right hip a little bit lower. And then open up into your half moon. Taking your time to find your balance. And then start to slowly bend your left knee, bring your hands to your heart center, and then bend your right knee, drop and tap that right knee down as low as you can, extend back. Second one, and last one, extend back, open back up into half moon. From half moon, start to bend your left knee, drop your right foot back, hands to heart center, Skandasana to the back of the mat. Keeping those left toes up towards the sky, chest nice and lifted. Feel that deep stretch in that inner thigh. It's okay if your right heel doesn't touch the ground. Just do what you can. And then keeping your hips nice and low, make your way up into crescent lunge, lifting your arms up to the sky. Exhale, hands down to the ground. Kick your left leg up towards the sky if you'd like to kick up into handstand and flow through, or maybe just place your foot down and come into plank. Take your variation, throw an extra chaturanga in there if you need it, and make your way to downward facing dog. All right, we're gonna go through that again a little bit faster. One breath, one movement, so stick with me here. Kick your right leg up towards the sky, open up the hip, flip your dog, lift the hips up towards the sky, exhale, lower down. Inhale up, exhale down, inhale up, come into side plank, lift the top leg up for 1, 2, 3, right knee into your chest, exhale that right foot down, inhale up to warrior 2, and exhale, come into your eagle pose. So bring that left arm underneath the right, and inhale, lift the elbows up, and exhale to warrior 3 with eagle arms. Inhale, lengthen through the body, exhale, open up into half moon. Inhale, lengthen through the body, exhale, hands to heart center, tap that left knee down for 1, 2, 3, Open up into half moon. Take a big inhale here. And exhale to Skandasana, to the back of your mat. Inhale, lift the chest up. Exhale into your lunge. Big inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands down. Kick back, flow through your vinyasa. Meet me in downward facing dog. Kick your left leg up towards the sky. Open up, flip your dog. Lower the hips down. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, down. Inhale, lift up. Stack your left foot on top of your right. Lift the left leg up for 1, 2, 3. Bring the left knee into the chest. Drop that left foot down. Open up, warrior 2. Take a big inhale in. Exhale into eagle pose. Bring that right arm underneath the left. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, warrior 3. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, open up, half moon. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, hands to heart center. Lower that right knee down to tap for 1, 2, and 3. Open up, half moon. Take a big inhale here. And exhale, drop the foot down, come into Skandasana. Big inhale here. Exhale, come back into your crescent lunge. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, hands down to the ground. Kick your left leg up and flow through your vinyasa. All right, we're gonna go through that one more time, guys. I know you have it in you, so stick with me. We're gonna finish off with some stretching, just a little bit more core. It's not too bad, I promise. All right, kick your right leg up towards the sky, flip your dog, and drop your hips down. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, down. Inhale, lift up. Bring your right foot to stack on top of your left. Inhale up, 1, 2, 3. Bring your right knee to your chest. Place the right foot down. Open up into warrior 2. Big inhale in. Exhale, come into your eagle pose, left arm underneath the right. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, warrior 3. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, half moon. Inhale. Exhale, hands to heart center. Bend that left knee. 3 knee taps. Open back up into your half moon. Big inhale, reach up. Exhale, drop the back foot down. You might fall like me into Skandasana. Big inhale, lift the chest up. And exhale, keep it low, come into a crescent lunge. Big inhale. Exhale, hands down. Kick that right leg up. Flow through your vinyasa, whichever variation you would like. Maybe throw an extra chaturanga in there. We're almost there. One more time on this other side. From down dog, kick your left leg up. Flip it over. Drop the hips down. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, down. Inhale, up. Bring that left foot on top of the right. Lift up for 1, 2, 3. Bring that left knee into your chest. Slow and with control, place that foot down. Open up, warrior 2. A big inhale. Extend through the crown of the head up towards the sky. And exhale, eagle pose, right arm underneath the left. Big inhale, lift up. Exhale, warrior 3. Inhale, reach that right foot back. Exhale, half moon. Inhale, reach the right arm up. Exhale, hands to heart center. 3 knee taps. 1, 2. If you're gonna fall like me, laugh about it. 3 for your last one. Open up into half moon. Big inhale in. And exhale, open up into Skandasana. Big inhale here. Exhale, lower the hips, come into crescent lunge. Inhale up. Exhale, hands down. Take your left leg up to the sky. Flow through your vinyasa. Meet me in down dog. And drop your knees down. Come into child's pose. And take a few more deep breaths here. We're going to go through a little bit of a standing series with some stretches. So do your best and just have fun with it. And the hardest part is over. Slowly start to come up into downward facing dog. Jump, step, or hop all the way up to the top of your mat. Inhale, lift your arms up to the sky. And exhale, release down. Shift the weight into your right foot. Bring your left leg up. You can hang out here and hold your knee, or you can reach for the toe and extend forward. Bring out to the side. Just a little bit of glute work here. Bring it back. We're going to come all the way into a seated position. So we're going to go for that pistol squat. So do the best that you can here, lowering all the way down onto the ground, keeping that left leg straight. We're going straight into Mirachyasana A. So if you want to move that right heel over a little bit more, sit up a little bit taller, reach that right arm forward, wrap that right arm around that right leg, and reach for that right hand. And fold forward. If this is too intense, you can just bring the right arm out to the side, take your variation, and a few deep breaths here. Start to come out. You're going to drop the right knee down to the ground, coming into this half hero's pose. If you need a little bit of assistance, you can place a block or a towel underneath your hips, and you're going to fold forward. Start to come up. You're going to bend your left knee. We're going to go into handstand hops if you want to play around a little bit here. If not, you can totally skip out on this if you're just tired and you're like, I'm done here. So take your option. There's no right or wrong. If you'd like to go for the handstand, place your hands down onto the ground. Start to come up onto that left shin. You can use this left foot to kick or to push off the ground, and then straighten the right leg and kick up. You can try this a few times. Wherever you are at. Bringing the feet down, coming all the way back up into a standing position to repeat onto the other side. I won't make you guys do another vinyasa. We've done plenty of those today. All right, so we're gonna do this on the other side. So shift the weight into your left foot. Grab that right toe or the knee, whatever you can do here. Just working the hamstrings, working this left glute a little bit with this balance. Bring out to the side. And back to center. We're gonna do our best to come into a pistol squat on this side. All the way down to the ground. Shifting your position a little bit, bringing that left heel out a little bit, going into Mirachyasana A on this side. So sit up as straight as you can, lift the left arm up and forward, and reach around that left leg and fold forward for a couple deep breaths. Slowly start to come up. You're gonna take this left knee, come into half hero's pose. I'm a little bit tighter on this side, so it's a little bit more difficult. So if you struggle, place a block or a blanket underneath, and then fold forward. Slowly start to come up. Bend that right knee if you're going for the handstand on this side. Start to come onto your hands, or place your hands down in front. You're gonna start to open up both of the legs, using that right foot to push up, and then kicking this left leg up into your handstand. So, couple hops here, playing around. And when you're done, come onto your butt, onto the ground. A little bit of core work. I swear this is the last amount of like really difficult work we're gonna do today, but your core is gonna be so much stronger. You're gonna feel it tomorrow for sure. All right, so start to lower all the way down. Lift your legs up towards the sky. Bring your hands by your side. Lower the feet down for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, just do what you can, 8, 9, 10, and then bring your legs up to the sky, bring your hands behind your head, and you're just gonna lift up and down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Start to lower your legs down, come up onto your elbows. You're probably about halfway down to the ground. We're just gonna do scissors. So bringing the legs to cross on top and the bottom. Sucking that belly button into the spine, really working that lower core. You don't want to dump too much of this into your back. You want the core muscles to be working here. We're almost there. Bring the legs together. Come into a hollow body shape for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Holy cannolis. All right, so come all the way onto your back. We're just gonna open up through the front of the belly and the chest here. We did a lot of core today. Bring your hands by your sides. Lift the hips up to the sky. You can hang out here, maybe clasp the hands underneath the hips, shimmy the shoulder blades close together, really push the chest up towards the sky. And lower the hips down. We're gonna go into that 2 more times, so if you wanna go into full wheel, feel free to take that variation. So if you're going into full wheel, take your hands by your head, push up, holding here for a few deep breaths. Lowering down to the ground, take a breath or 2 here. And then going all the way back up into either variation into bridge or wheel. Coming all the way back down. Bring your feet flat on the ground. Take a few deep breaths here. Bring the belly button into the spine. Engage the core a little bit here to just counteract. And then relax the belly. Hug your knees into your chest. And then place your feet back on the ground. We're gonna lift up a little bit here and bring our hands behind our back with our fingertips pointing towards our heels. We're just going to slowly lower back until we feel a stretch in the shoulders. We really work the shoulders today, so I want to make sure I get a little stretch in here for you guys. Good. And then lower all the way down onto your backs. Getting into the hips now. Bring your left knee into your chest, and then place that left foot or left ankle over top of your right knee, and then bring that right leg in close. You can reach between your legs to grab in front of your shin or your hamstring, feeling that nice deep stretch in the hip. Release down, switch sides, right ankle over top of that left knee, flexing your right toes, and feel that stretch in the outer right hip. And release release your foot, and then come into a nice tight ball here. Bring your arms out to the sides, drop your knees over to the left, and turn your head over to the right. Just one final spinal twist to release any of those lower back or core muscles. And just gently open up the body a little bit more before we go into Shavasana. Knees back to center, drop over to your right, turn your gaze over to your left. Bring your knees back to center. And for the next 5 to 10 breaths, take any stretch that feels really good in your body. Maybe you'd like to bring your legs up or go into shoulder stand or happy baby. Just anything that feels good for you. Spend the next 5 to 10 breaths here before we go into Shavasana. Wherever you are at, slowly finish up your stretches. We're going to come into Shavasana. If it bothers your lower back, just to lay flat here, you can always bend your knees, teepee them in together, and tuck the tailbone under. This is a nice way to take that stress off the lower back. Or just legs straight, arms by your sides. Maybe it feels good to have the arms over your head. We're just going to spend a few minutes here in Shavasana. So allow yourself to relax. Allow yourself to surrender to the ground, releasing any remaining tension maybe in your face or your shoulders or your belly, your legs all the way down to your toes. Giving yourself this time to relax and melt into the mat. And start to come back into your body a little bit more. No need to move anything just yet. Just have an awareness of the stillness that you're feeling in the body. Enjoy this stillness and this peace. This is where the magic happens. After we do all of that work, we allow the energy to continue to flow within this space of stillness. And that is where the true healing happens. It's really quite magical. Now begin to move your fingers and toes, your ankles and your wrists, extending your arms over your head, getting a nice full body stretch. Eventually rolling onto one side of your body. Curling up here for a few breaths. Eventually pushing yourself all the way up to a seated position. Whew, that was a sweaty, difficult class. I am shaking and I'm about to go make a protein shake because I've worked so many muscles in this class. I hope you guys feel the same way. I just love doing these power classes. They're just so incredibly empowering because we really get to test the strengths of our body, and it's just like, wow, we really can do so much. If you felt like you fell a lot or you couldn't do a lot of the postures or hold them, that's completely fine. Just the more that you do classes like this, the stronger you'll get. So I hope that you enjoyed this and that you will be a little sore tomorrow. So make sure that you eat lots of fruits and veggies, eat some protein, and drink lots of water to rehydrate. And if you guys really like this video, don't forget to subscribe. I'm always posting new videos every single week. So if you have any comments or suggestions, leave them below at the bottom of this video. I thank you guys so much. I wouldn't even have this channel without you guys. I love making these videos. So I will see you guys on the mat in the next video. Bye.